Hi, you guys. This is Tori with Truth Be Told. Now, today's video is about this chef named Ray. She was a chef for Carmen and Corey, but you guys, they did not want to pay her or didn't pay her worth. Like, yeah, it don't make any sense. Like, she got evidence, like text messages and everything. So, you guys, get into the video. And you guys, I know this video was out maybe a month ago, sometime last month. She exposed them, but the thing about it is, the other day, she actually had added some more things like text messages, like I just said, and other things that she wanted to tell us about them. But anyway, you guys, like I said, get into the video.
What y'all been up to? I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been up to first, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I recently quit my full-time job. I'm still trying to figure out, was that the right decision? I don't know. But I did start back doing something that I truly love, and that's cooking. If y'all didn't know, I was a personal chef for a very known family, and after leaving that toxic situation, I am back. That situation left me super depressed, and I never thought I wanted to cook again. But I'm back, and I might give y'all a story time on it. If y'all want one, let me know. But it's time for healing now. I'm working on healing. I reached out to a therapist, and I meet with them soon, and I can't wait to tell y'all about it. I'm ready to heal this childhood trauma and just heal overall. So yeah, I can't wait to take y'all along with me. So that's why I asked. Everybody that I literally know want to know what happened. I'm about to tell y'all. This is the family I was working for, and I worked for that family for about a month. So I did get a chain. That's the chain I got. That was my first chain. I was excited. They reached out to me, and it was like they needed a personal chef. So I'm like, I'm down. I've been wanting to be a personal chef full time for a minute now since I got to Houston. So I was down. So I provided everything so that we can do a trial run. They can taste my food to see if they really wanted me to be their personal chef. This is the spread. The food came out amazing. They loved it. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Okay, they taste the food, instantly get an SSG chain, and I am part of SSG. The following week, we talked about payment and how I was going to grow as an SSG chef. Once we talked about all that, I was supposed to get paid a set amount every month. We went over how much my bills was so I can get a fair pay. So I started cooking. I was cooking every other day. I was cooking for 10 to 15 people every day. I'm cooking big pans of mac. I'm cooking. I had to find some of the meals that I was cooking for them. I'll show y'all later. So I'm cooking for them. It was like 2 weeks into me cooking. I asked them how was I gonna get paid and what was the next payday. She told me that the assistant had to put me on payroll and I was gonna get paid January 17th. So I'm still cooking. Fast forward to January. I text her. I said, how will I be getting paid, Zelle or Cash App? She told me she wasn't sure and she'll let me know. She went ghost and I was blowing her up basically. I was like, when will I get paid? Do you know what day? January 17th passed. I'm still not hearing anything back. And mind you, I stopped cooking. My last time cooking for them was December the 25th. I was supposed to go back and cook for them in February, but I still haven't received my payment. She finally had sent some money to me like 2 weeks later. It was $600 and I thought it was a joke. I was like, is this right? Was I supposed to only get paid $600? Because I didn't cook for 10 to 15 people every time I cooked, and I'm only getting paid $600. She like, you never told nobody how much you want to get paid. Like, she was just going up. She was saying that if you had a job, do you tell them how much to pay you? Blah, blah, blah. Tripping out. At this point, I'm like, I need to speak to the CEO because I need my money. I eventually got in contact with the assistant, and the assistant gave me his number. The assistant was like, this always happens. This is what they do. You just got to keep going up. So I did all that. It took me a minute to get my money. I eventually got my money, and we said our goodbyes. I asked if they want their chain back, and we said bye. I'm here to clear up everything y'all need to know. First off, I want to start by saying thank y'all so much for all the support. It's greatly appreciated. And we just gonna dive right into it. I did know how much I was getting paid. We came up with an agreement, and that was my pay. And that's how my bills came in the conversation. He asked me how much my bills was, and we kind of put the pay around how much my bills was. And it was like a couple more thousand, I guess. And another thing, they kind of both played different roles. He was like kind of the one that handled the money, I guess, and she was just like communicated. She just communicated. So, contract. No, we did not sign a contract. That was the biggest mistake I ever could have did in my life. We had basically a verbal agreement, which was not smart, because when it was time for me to get paid, that verbal agreement went out the door. I had no proof that he said this and he said that, because one thing about a couple, they gonna stick together. So that was a big mistake on my end. I did talk to her about a contract. I was like, when will I get everything in writing about my pay, about my day I will be getting paid, when it's payroll. I did communicate that with her so many times, and she always let me know that he was busy and she was gonna get to it. She always reassured me that I was gonna get paid. That was good, no money problems, they having it. And I never originally was supposed to cook for that many people, 10 to 15 people. That was never part of the agreement. It was supposed to be no more than 4 people I was cooking for. Only reason I did the free trial was for them to taste my food on November the 25th. I wanted them to taste my food so they could see if they liked it. I didn't want nobody to hire me if they didn't like my food. So that was really it. That was where I did the trial. So, and I want to talk about the $600. So she sent me the $600. She basically said that was my pay, because she was sending money for the food, so she would reimburse me for the food. And I guess with reimbursing me for the food, she thought she was paying me. So she basically said that. And the last question that y'all kept asking, did I keep the chain? I did ask him, did he want the chain back? He said, no, I can keep it. And then he said something else, a few more words. And I was like, all right, I kept the chain. I got the chain. And no, I did not pawn the chain. The reason for me not pawning the chain was because I wasn't going to really get no money for the chain. It was real, but it wasn't like worth nothing, like at all. It was like they basically just paid for the labor of those chains. So like the value of it is not really much. One thing I do want to say, this was a lesson learned. This taught me a valuable lesson. I'm so glad I'm talking about it, because I never thought in a million years I would want to cook again, because this experience traumatized me. Like, I was super depressed about it. I was like, dang, I just lost my dream job for something that I was told to do. And it was like how it got played against me, like I was the problem, like they never told me to do these things, or they never said these things. I was too excited. I was just on a trial run. It was just like so many things that was said that was like, they didn't make sense in the moment. It was like, what? Like, huh? But I'm grateful for the opportunity. It was amazing. And I'm gonna just show y'all some of the meals I did cook for them. Philly cheese meal prep. Breakfast. We got a little breakfast. Yeah, I was cooking. This is the family I was working for, and I worked for that family for about a month. Alright y'all, so this is my last time addressing this. I'm not gonna respond after this, but they did go live mocking me and basically saying I was lying. So first thing I want to say is, when I was hired on as their chef, and I was not on a trial. They started mentioning that I was on a trial once I was kept asking for my money. Then all of a sudden I was on trial. And they also tried to blame my excitement on why I didn't get paid, because I was excited when I got the job, when they said I was their personal chef and that I was going to be their personal chef. Who wouldn't be excited when they get their dream job of being a personal chef full time? And something else I want to mention, if I was on trial, why was I getting put on payroll?
Coming at you or something, but see, what happened was, when you first came, I had control over how you was going to get paid, or how I was going to be paying you, because I'm the one who brought you into the table, basically, you know what I'm saying? But then Corey started talking about payouts and having people on payroll type stuff, and that's when Lay was putting people on payroll, and your name was to get payroll. But then remember when you had asked me, I told you I said X Lake, but then Lake came back to me, it was like Lake said, oh no, I don't know nothing about that, because I didn't know I was supposed to be doing it. Corey never confirmed it, this and the third. So it was like all going back and forth, more than 1 and 2 people. And that's what shit got confusing, because I'm like, well, I don't know what to do, and then I don't know like exactly how to do it, because if I was to do it, then I'm gonna be on that on my own. You get what I'm saying? Like, I will take care of you on my own, but at the same time, I don't know if you should be on payroll or not, or just pay you for every time that you come. And I have talked to Corey about it. Corey was like, yeah, tell her she would get paid every 2 weeks, but it was never clarity on how you was gonna get paid, or how much you will be getting paid, or what you're gonna get paid.
That was a lie, because you can see how much my pay was, and you see he agreed to it, but then he tried to say it was after the trial because they did not want to pay me.
For it, if that makes sense. So, like, after you get your payment today, matter of fact, look, after you get paid today, I will be the one to charge for your payment. Like, I don't know, I gotta see what makes sense, every 2 weeks, or have you on a payroll for monthly. Which one would you prefer, every 2 weeks, or like pay you like every month? And then we could just really go from there, so we be on the same page, you know? Because, like, shit, I got annoyed too, just by like trying to go back and forth, trying to figure it out. The payroll, because I understand, like, you got bills to pay, just like we all got bills to pay, and it's frustrating when you're depending on someone to pay, and then you're not having like a full understanding on what's going on. And the only reason why you haven't been coming to cook is because Corey mom has been coming back and forth, because she's moving here. She finally moved here, so she has been like cooking for us and stuff, and then we have been out of town and shit. So that's the only reason why you haven't been like coming and cook, because it would be like kind of waste of time and like, you know, waste of food type of shit.
So if I was on trial, why was I getting put on payroll? And she kept saying I was gonna get paid every 2 weeks. So that was the agreement. We was gonna get paid I was gonna get paid every 2 weeks, along with everybody else they so-called supposed to be paying. Yes, I did quit my full-time job because I was working with them full-time. These are some of the days I was working with them. Meal prep, 16 meals, dinner. Like, I was working for them. I couldn't work no full-time job and work for them full-time. I was working for them 4 days out the week, and I was off 3. Every time I cooked for them, I cooked what they wanted me to cook. We literally taste every single day of everything they wanted me to cook for them. Here's some more screenshots. Y'all can read them and do whatever y'all want with them. I don't care. But so basically, remember I told y'all that I was supposed to start back working with them in February, right? Because the whole January, she said they was doing stuff, they was going through stuff, so I wasn't working in January. I was supposed to start back in February. So she was basically saying on the 18th that she thinks she should have to pay me because she was paying for the food. And I'm like, what? You never paid for the services. We never agreed on that, because we had a set amount of money that I was supposed to be getting paid monthly. This is another screenshot of basically her making another excuse on just stalling not to pay me. Here's another excuse. Me texting her, and this what she texted me back when I'm trying to get paid. This what she texted back. Yeah, I can screenshot it and read it. Okay, I text her again, and this what she said. And this is once I received that $600 payment. Y'all can read what it say. She basically made so many excuses on why I only personally got paid $600, because I was on so-called trial. A person that's on trial, why are y'all trying to add a person on trial to payroll? Why? Makes no sense. And they wanted to start a SSG meal prep business. Here's the proof. So y'all remember when I said I reached out and I got CEO's number because I didn't have it no more? And this proves how bad the communication was with them, because he sit here and say he didn't know where I was. He was waiting on me. But the whole time she told me not to come the whole month of January because they was going through stuff. So this proves how bad the communication was. Reached out, I eventually talked to him, and I was letting him know that I haven't got paid. I've been working for them for a month. He like, no, that's crazy, or whatever. He like, he couldn't believe it or whatever. So I told him she only paid me for the food that was cooking. But mind you, on all these text messages, she's saying like she communicated with him and all that other stuff. But this week he texted me. This week he had texted me. And then once he texted me this, he was like, I was on trial. And he, oh, by the way, this is for me, Wraith. They was calling me Wraith. I don't know how they got Wraith from Ray the Chef. I guess it just looked it mixed together. I'm not sure. But they was calling me Wraith. That was not my name. My name was Wraith. So, big red flag. But, yeah, he tried to say I tried to play him because she only paid me for the food. She never paid for the services. And I don't remember if y'all remember me talking about the pricing on the other video, but we definitely went over the pricing. They just tried to play me all around like I was just lying and that I was still on trial. I cooked for them like 15 times. You mean to tell me that whole 15 times I was in trial? They just tried to make up every excuse not to pay me. This proves how bad the communication was so messed up with the whole situation, because this is him texting me this. Y'all can screenshot it and read it. Yeah. I was just clearing my name up. I was not trying to be messy, even when I did the story time, or now I'm not trying to be messy. I have no reason to lie. I was like, seriously didn't even want to cook no more after this situation, because it scarred me so bad, because they tried to play me so bad about the whole situation. Like I was lying. I was never lying. I have no reason to lie. So after all of that happening, I did get paid like a week later. It took long enough. That's what happened. It was crazy. It was a crazy situation. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm grateful for it. It was just a lesson learned. I learned my lesson. I will never be lacking like that ever again. But yes, I appreciate the opportunity.
Wow, you guys see the poor baby have to go through therapy and didn't want her to cook because she was depressed. It just sad. Anyways, you guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.